സർവധർമാ സ്വരൂപിണേ അവതാര വരിഷ്ഠായ രാമകൃഷ്ണായ തേ നമഃ. ജനനീം ശാരദാം ദേവീം രാമകൃഷ്ണം ജഗദ്ഗുരും പാദപദ്മേ തയോ ശ്രീത്വാ പ്രണമാമി മുഹുർമുഹു. നമഃ ശ്രീ യതിരാജായ വിവേകാനന്ദ സൂരയേ സച്ചിത് സുഖ സ്വരൂപായ സ്വാമിനേ താപഹാരിണേ സ്വാമിനേ താപഹാരിണേ. ഗുരുർബ്രഹ്മാ ഗുരുർവിഷ്ണു ഗുരുർദേവോ മഹേശ്വരഃ ഗുരുർസാക്ഷാത് പരം ബ്രഹ്മ തസ്മൈ ശ്രീ ഗുരവേ നമഃ. തസ്മൈ ശ്രീ ഗുരവേ നമഃ. ഓം ഭൂർഭുവഃ സ്വഃ തത്സവിതുർവരേണ്യം ഭർഗോ ദേവസ്യ ധീമഹി ധിയോ യോ നഃ പ്രചോദയാത്. ഓം ഭൂർഭുവഃ സ്വഃ തത്സവിതുർവരേണ്യം ഭർഗോ ദേവസ്യ ധീമഹി ധിയോ യോ നഃ പ്രചോദയാത്. ഓം ഭൂർഭുവഃ സ്വഃ തത്സവിതുർവരേണ്യം ഭർഗോ ദേവസ്യ ധീമഹി ധിയോ യോ നഃ പ്രചോദയാത്. ഓം ശാന്തി ശാന്തി ശാന്തി. ഓം രാമായ രാമചന്ദ്രായ രാമഭദ്രായ വേധസേ രഘുനാഥായ നാഥായ സീതായ പതയേ നമഃ.
We all sing together the Maha Mantra.
Hare Rama Ram Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Om Shri Ram Krishna Bhagavan ki Jai Pavana Sutta Hanuman ki Jai Shri Ambe Mata ki Jai Shri Siyavara Ramachandra ki Jai.
Page 69.
राम नील मेघ श्याम कोदंड राम रघुकुल विसोम परंधाम सार्वभौम राम नील मेघ श्याम कोदंड राम रघुकुल विसोम परंधाम सार्वभौम नील मेघ श्याम रघुराम राम राम रघुराम जय राम 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 जय राम रघुराम राम राम रघुराम जय राम 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 जय राम रघुराम राम राम रघुराम जय राम 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 जय राम रघुराम राम राम रघुराम जय राम 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 जय राम तल्ली तंजी गुरुवु नीवे रामा रामा हरि तल्ली तंजी गुरुवु नीवे तोडु नीड नीवे तल्ली तंजी गुरुवु नीवे तोडु नीड नीवे शरणियल पालन जैसे परंजोदिवे ताको इक कालनु रामయ్య दासలను గోవ करावయ్య ताको इक कालनु रामయ్య दासలను గోవ करावయ్య నిలియతరవా పలుకవశవా నీదు మహిమా రాఘవా ఓ రామ నీల మేఘ శ్యామ కోదండ రామ రఘుకుల విసోమ పరంధామ సర్వభౌమ నీల మేఘ శ్యామ రఘురామ రామ రామ రఘురామ జయ రామ 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 జయ రామ
रघुराम राम राम रघुराम जय राम 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 जय राम
रघुराम राम राम रघुराम जय राम 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 जय राम
रघुराम राम राम रघुराम जय राम 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 जय राम
रात्रि नैन दादिनि చేసే నీ దివ్య పాదము రాత్రి రాత్రినైనదాదిని చేసే నీ దివ్య పాదము కోటినైన జ్ఞానిని చేసే నీ నామము నీదు శరి దైవములేరయ్యా నిన్నులే నమ్మితే రామయ్యా నీదు శరి దైవములేరయ్యా నిన్నులే నమ్మితే రామయ్యా నీదు శరణం పాపహరణం మాకు శరణం రాఘవా ఓ రామ నీల మేఘ శ్యామ కోదండ రామ రఘుకుల విసోమ పరంధామ సార్వభౌమ నీల మేఘ శ్యామ रघुराम राम राम रघुराम जय राम 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 जय राम रघुराम राम राम रघुराम जय राम 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 जय राम रघुराम राम राम रघुराम जय राम 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 जय राम रघुराम राम राम रघुराम जय राम 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 जय राम जय राम 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 जय राम जय राम 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 जय राम जय राम 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 जय राम
ओम श्री राम कृष्ण भगवान की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय श्री अम्बे अम्बे मात की जय श्री सियावर रामचंद्र की जय।
page 70 श्री रामचंद्र आश्रित पारिजात है समस्त कल्याण गुणाभिराम सीतामुखं बरूह चञ्चरेका निरन्तरं मङ्गलनायकम् निरन्तर मङ्गलनायकम् जय रघुनन्दन जय सिया राम जय रघुनन्दन जय सिया राम जय रघुनन्दन जय रघुनन्दन जय सिया राम 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 हे दुख भंजन तुम्हें प्रणाम 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 जय रघुनन्दन जय सिया राम 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 भ्रात भ्रात को हे परमेश्वर स्नेह तुम्ही सिखलाते रघुनंदन जय सिया राम
जय रघुनंदन जय सिया राम जय रघुनंदन जय सिया राम
हे दुख भंजन तुम्हें प्रणाम हे दुख भंजन तुम्हें प्रणाम जय रघुनंदन जय सिया राम जय रघुनंदन जय सिया राम
जय रघुनंदन जय सिया राम जय रघुनंदन जय सिया राम
तुम्ही दया के सागर प्रभु जी तुम्ही ही पालनहारे तुम्ही दया के सागर प्रभु जी
तुम ही पालनहारे जय तुम्ही से पाए बेकल मनव सांझ सतारे जो भी तुम्हारे आस लगाए जो भी तुम्हारे आस लगाए बने उसी के काम
जय रघुनंदन जय सिया राम 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 हे दुख भंजन तुम्हें प्रणाम हे दुख भंजन तुम्हें प्रणाम जय रघुनंदन जय सिया राम 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 ओम श्री राम कृष्ण भगवान भगवान की जय। पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। श्री अम्बे अम्बे मात की जय। श्री सियावर रामचंद्र की जय।
Her Holiness revered Pravrajika Ishtaprana Mataji, dear sisters, brothers and loving children, Om Namo Narayanaya. It gives me great joy to extend a warm and cordial welcome to each and every one of you to celebrate the joyous occasion of Shri Ram Naumi. We also extend a special welcome to Mrs. Mahendri Pillai. We are always happy to have her at Mother's Ashram. This morning, we have the blessed opportunity to listen to revered Pravrajika Ishtaprana Mataji, who will speak to us on success according to the Ramayana. I humbly call upon revered Mataji to deliver her talk.
ॐ ऐं सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय श्रीरामकृष्णाय नमः। ॐ राम रामेति रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनाम वरानने रामनाम वरानने। Om Namo Narayanaya, dear sisters, brothers and loving children. It is always a great joy to meet together, to gather together, to sing the praises of God, to be in holy company and in a divine atmosphere like this. It always encourages us. Swami Vivekananda says, strength is life, weakness is death. So this means that we have to be strong and positive to make progress in life. And it is only in the human birth that we can improve both in the secular and spiritual realms. We have the capacity to think, so we must make use of this to go forward. Our scriptures are replete with examples of those who were confident in the midst of the worst situations. It seems that God knows what we will face in life and has given us solutions to every challenge. The Ramayana, like all our scriptures, shows us the way to success in the midst of overwhelming challenges. The lessons that we learn through many interesting stories go straight to the heart and endorse the power of good over evil. All sincere aspirants who want to progress know for sure that it is best to be truthful, helpful, and kind. Those that are calm and handle their hurdles without being agitated are far more successful than others. We know that virtues always triumph over vices. Sri Ram, who is God himself, experiences many challenges throughout his life, but overcomes them calmly and peacefully. Through his resilient life and teachings, Sri Ram encourages us to develop a positive mindset capable of facing our adversities. Sri Ram and his brothers teach us that to progress, we must be united under all circumstances. Not one of them was hungry for power or riches. Each brother sacrificed his life to uphold dharma and for the good of all. We evolve when we support each other and not quarrel over petty differences. In this day and age, through the lack of spiritual practices, families have disputes over properties, name and fame, and other material gains. Few have the patience to act rightly for the good of all. We revere Sri Ram and Mother Sita even today because they were always righteous and never allowed weaknesses or misery to overpower them. Their positive attitude and faith in God have made them role models for us to emulate. A peaceful home environment stimulates progress. Lifestyles can change over time, but values must never change. Never compromise virtue and the conviction to do good for anything in the world. Family problems can be very discouraging. When family members are kind and cordial with each other, petty quarrels can be avoided. Through infinite patience, sacrifices, and by being selfless, we nurture strong mindsets to navigate the complexities of life and be successful. It is very helpful to overlook little misunderstandings or trivial errors. Master and Mother also showed the utmost respect for each other. Not that they didn't have any differences of opinions, but if they did, then they handled it with dignity, patience, and understanding. Instead of magnifying differences, we can be supportive and work towards progress. Parents also should not argue before children because children must always feel secure and happy at home. There are infinite examples in the Ramayana showing us how to be resistant and determined to do good and be good. Jatayu is an amazing vulture who sacrificed his life to save Mother Sita. Jatayu was an old friend of King Dashrath, and when Ravana was kidnapping Mother Sita in his aerial chariot, Jatayu heard Mother Sita's cries and quickly flew up right to her to try and rescue her. He attacked Ravana with his beak. The fierce battle that ensued between Ravan and Jatayu, he tried very hard in that battle to save Mother Sita, and the brave bird fought with all his might, but being old, he soon grew tired. Ravana cut off the wings of this mighty bird, and Jatayu fell to the ground. Mother Sita wept bitterly, saying, "Oh dear Jatayu, you have lost your life for my sake." But the dying bird replied, "Do not be afraid. I shall hold on to my life until Sri Ram comes this way. I will tell him of your plight before I leave the earth." Of course, when Ram and Lakshman return to the hermitage, they are shocked to see that Mother Sita is not there. They are very, very sad and go in search of Mother, calling out for her as loud as they could to see if they could get any reply. And as they were calling for Mother Sita and as they searched about for many hours, of course they couldn't find Mother, but as they continued their journey, they came across this clump of feathers covered in blood and heard a painful cry. They felt hurt to see that it was Jatayu, the great vulture. The old bird could hardly breathe and was holding on to his life just to inform Sri Ram about Mother Sita. Jatayu, though in pain, explained, "I tried to save Sita, but I could not. Ravana, the king of Lanka, has carried her away towards the south. I fought with him, but I could not stop him, and he cut off my wings. Save Sita, my lord, save Sita." And Ram knelt before the wounded bird with tearful eyes. He stroked Jatayu's head and said, You gave up your life to save Sita. Now I can save your life. Being in the protective and loving arms of Sri Ram, Jatayu said, I will not get another opportunity of dying in your arms, my Lord, so please let me go. Thus, Sri Ram gave Jatayu moksha. So Jatayu attained moksha and became one with Sri Ram. Ram and Lakshman performed the funeral rites on the banks of the river with due reverence while chanting the mantras. Often, when we face painful challenges, we tend to blame God. We often think that our misery is the worst. Yet, there are many people we know today that don't even have the bare essentials of life, like food, clothing, and shelter. We must be grateful for what we have and try to help others rather than being gloomy and sad. Jatayu teaches us to fight the battle of life boldly and always think of God. The main test of our devotion to God is when we face problems. When all is well, we automatically chant God's name and are happy. But when we are miserable and have no peace, then we say, I don't feel like praying. Yet, if we take refuge in God, surrender to Him, and continue our spiritual practices, the Lord is sure to bless us and guide us through our challenges. Our burdens become lighter, and we feel peaceful by chanting His name and singing His glories. Pain and suffering are unavoidable in life, but we must learn to cope with them. Today, people are facing many different challenges, such as work and study demands, family dilemmas. Unemployment today is quite severe. Poverty, crime, illnesses, natural disasters, and many other challenges. Regular prayer and faith in God enable us to be constructive and progressive. The power of japa and meditation are pillars of strength to support us. The great saint Tulsidas Ji says, suffering is inevitable for all embodied beings. However, the wise man endures afflictions calmly, knowing that it is inevitable. Whereas others become miserable, they lament and weep. Anger makes us more miserable. By being patient and having the correct attitude, most of our problems can be solved amicably. Another important character whom all of us love very dearly is Hanumanji. Hanumanji's challenges seem almost unending, yet he doesn't even see them as difficult or as insurmountable. He faces his challenges with infinite strength and enthusiasm because he lives only for the Lord. We marvel at Hanumanji's fortitude, bravery, and willpower to succeed in everything he does. Hanumanji chanted Jai Shri Ram and crossed over the ocean to Lanka to find Mother Sita. On the way, we are familiar that he faced so many obstacles, but his unparalleled devotion to Sri Ram urged him on, and he overcame them bravely. We must have said, I am doing God's work, so why do I have to face these challenges? Can't God avoid all of these problems for me? But Hanumanji was fearless and not disturbed. When the mighty Mount Menaka arose from the depths of the sea and begged him to rest a while, Hanumanji spontaneously replied, there can be no rest for me until I have accomplished the task of my Lord. The mountain then graciously allowed him to continue on his journey. After some time, the serpent Surasa wanted to eat him. She opened her mouth wide and said, "Enter into my mouth, I shall swallow you." Hanumanji pleaded with her, but she paid no heed to his entreaties. As Hanumanji grew bigger and bigger, she opened her mouth wider and wider. Hanumanji was very wise. He made himself tiny quickly, entered into her mouth, and came out. He said, "You see, I did enter your mouth, so you have to let me go now." Recognizing his wisdom, the serpent assumed her real, beautiful form and blessed him to be successful. While gliding through the air, Hanumanji felt something pulling him down and dragging him towards the sea. He looked down and saw the huge demoness Simhika pulling his shadow. She had the power of dragging her victim by pulling the shadow towards her. The valiant Hanuman fought her fearlessly, and of course he was victorious. His enthusiasm to complete Sri Ram's mission filled him with infinite strength and determination. We learn from Hanumanji that the greater the obstacle, the more resolute we must be. We must take it as a challenge from God and say, "O Lord, if you wish to put me through these tests, then by your grace alone I will succeed." We easily give up and feel frustrated. When we make an attempt to be good and do good, God certainly helps us. Shri Krishna Bhagavan says to Arjuna in the Bhagavad Gita, "The doer of good, O my son, never comes to grief." If during difficult times we can be calm, repeat God's name and take refuge in Him, He will fill us with hope and strength and enable us to overcome all obstacles. Hanumanji guides us so that we can channel our energies constructively. Even his acts of destruction were well planned and bring noble rewards. Youth who are disciplined and hard-working enjoy success and happiness. Recently, we have seen some youth who had everything at home, helpers to do everything for them. Yet now, when they have to leave home and go to study at colleges in different places, they are coping very well and are successful. By attending the children's classes and taking Swami Vivekananda as their role model, many have overcome their challenges quite quickly. During times of adversity, never take to bad habits like drugs, alcohol, gambling, and smoking. You only ruin yourself in the process, and no good comes of it. Our scriptures repeatedly remind us that the body is a temple of God, and our mind is the only instrument that can take us forward. So, we must take good care of these. It is good to talk about our problems and seek help. Sri Sarada Devi says, the best way to solve the problems of life is to repeat the name of God silently. If only we could do that and have faith in the name of God as did Hanumanji. Life is a journey to the divine. In the humdrum of our daily activities, we forget that the purpose of life is to know God or the divine power within us. We must try to manifest this divinity in every moment of our lives. This is not so easy, but it is possible, and many have succeeded. Our Master Sri Ramakrishna and Sri Sarada Devi too are perfect role models for the present age. They guide us on how to live in the world and yet not be worldly. To progress in life, it is important to practice prayer and meditation. This keeps our minds focused, so when we face challenges, God will give us the strength to resolve our problems and go forward. Vibhishan and their younger brother of Ravana, also inspires us in many ways by imbibing his wonderful resilience, courage, and unwavering faith in Sri Ram. We empower ourselves to be victorious. Vibhishan and other characters motivate us to be enduring, resolute, and steadfast so that we are successful in whatever we do. See, we have to take so many births. So in this birth, if we cultivate these values, then we are preparing ourselves for further births as well. If we become weak in this birth, then we have to suffer for more births. So it's better for us to cultivate strong habits and progress. Never lose hope or courage, and never follow those who advise us against dharma, the path of righteousness. We also learn that to be successful, we must assist others to progress also. Try to be charitable and selfless, then the divine energy in us becomes awakened. God is in every heart, and by serving the less privileged, we are serving God Himself. True success is achieved by being ethical and serving humanity. Just the other day, someone said to us, "While growing up, we were very poor. My mother used to just make ends meet to feed our large family. Yet she taught us, 'Son, never do anyone down. Just be good and do good, and God will look after you.'" Simple words from a simple person who is not even educated. In those days when children complained that someone was treating them badly, the mothers used to say, "Don't worry, child, God is seeing." So if we can adopt this attitude that God is seeing, God knows everything, and we must not get angry or upset over small matters, then we will help ourselves to progress faster. The important idea is, what am I doing? How am I behaving? Hurdles allow us to know our strength. If everything was smooth and easy, then we would not improve, but we will stagnate. Challenges help us to be alert, active, and be sharp. In this modern generation, Swami Vivekananda's vibrant life encourages us to use our talents to help make the world a peaceful place. His life is a story of grit and never giving up, even when things get difficult. His journey to share his wisdom with the world was full of challenges, but he never lost hope, and nor did he stop trying. Swamiji's timeless wisdom on the power of the mind, the importance of self-confidence, and the virtues of perseverance and moral integrity are very significant and relevant today. May Sri Ram, Swamiji, and all our saints inspire us on our journey to success. Hari Om Tat Sat. We will chant now from the Ramayana. Chant the prayer to Sri Ram.
कामादिदोषरहितं कुरु मानसं च। ॐ श्री सीता लक्ष्मण भरत शत्रुघ्न हनुमत् समेत श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। दोहा जोग लगन ग्रह भारती सकल भये अनुकूल चर अरु अचर हर्ष जुत राम जन्म सुख मूल। श्री सियावर रामचंद्र की जय। पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। श्री अम्बे अम्बे मात की जय। चौपाई श्री राम जय जय राम। 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 नवमी तिथि मधुमास पुनीता शुक्ल पक्ष अभिजित हरि प्रीता। मध्य दिवस अति शीतल धामा पावन काल लोक विश्रामा। श्री राम जय जय राम। श्री राम जय जय राम। शीतल मंद सुरभि बहवाओ हर्षित सुर संतन मन चाओ। वन कुसुमित गिरि गण मनियारा श्रवै सकल सरिता गीत धारा। श्री राम जय जय राम। श्री राम जय जय राम। सो अवसर विरंची जब जाना चले सकल सुर साजी विमाना। गगन विमल संकुल सुर जोता गावई गुण गंधर्व बरूथा। श्री राम जय जय राम। श्री राम जय जय राम। बरसहि सुमन समंजुलि साजी गह गही गगन धुंधुली बाजी। स्तुति करहि नाग मुनि देवा बहुविधि लावहि निज निज सेवा। श्री राम जय जय राम। 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 श्री राम जय
जगन्निवास प्रभु प्रगटे अखिल लोक विश्राम श्री श्यामल रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय श्री अम्बे अम्बे मात की जय भय प्रगट कृपाला दीन दयाला कौशल्या हितकारी हर्षित महतारी मुनि मनहारी अद्भुत रूप विचारी लोचन अभिरामा तनु घन श्यामा निज आयुध भुज चारी भूषण वनमाला नयन विशाला शोभा सिंधुधरारी कहा दुई कर चोरी स्तुति तोरी केहि विधि करो अनंता माया गुण ज्ञानाधीत अमाना वेद पुराण बनंता करुणा सुख सागर सब गुण आगर जेहि गावहि श्रुति संता सो मम हित लागी जन अनुरागी भयउ प्रगट श्रीकांता ब्रह्मांड निकाया निर्मित माया रोम रोम प्रतिवेद कहे मम उर सोवासी यह उपहासी सुनत धीर मति धीर न रहे उपजा जब ज्ञाना प्रभु मुस्काना चरित बहुत विधि कीन चहे कही कथा सुहाई मातु बुझाई जेहि प्रकार सुत प्रेम लहे माता पुनि बोली सोमति डोली तजहु तात यह रूपा जैसी सुनीला अति प्रिय शीला यह सुख परम अनुपा सुनी बचन सुजाना रोदन थाना होई बालक सुर भूपा यह चरित जे गावहि हरि पद पावहि तेन परहि भव पूपा दोहा विप्रधेनु सुर संगहिता मनुज अवतार रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम सुनि सुसुरुदन परम प्रिय वाणी संभ्रम चली आई सब रानी हर्षित जहत हदाई दासी आनंद मगन सकल पुरवासी रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम दशरथ पुत्र जन्म सुनिकाना मानहु ब्रह्मानंद समाना परम प्रेम मन पुलक शरीरा चाहत उठन करत मति धीरा रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम जाकर नाम सुनत शुभ होई मोरे गृह आवा प्रभु सोई परमानंद पूरी मन राजा कहाँ बोलाई बजावहु बाजा रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम गुरु वशिष्ठ कह गयहु हकारा आए विधुजन सहित नृप द्वारा अनुपम बालक देखि जाई रूप राशि गुण कही न सिराई रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम 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 भज प्यारे तू सीताराम 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 भज प्यारे तू सीताराम रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम दोहा नंदी मुख सराध करी जात कर्म सब कीना हाथ कधेनु बसन मणि नृप विभ्रन कह दीना श्री श्यावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय श्री अम्बे अम्बे मात की जय
Om, page 71, last song. Om Ram Naam Ram Naam जादू ऐसा राम नाम मन भाए रे।
राम नाम में जादू ऐसा राम नाम मन भाए रे।
राम नाम में जादू ऐसा राम नाम मन भाए रे।
राम नाम में जादू ऐसा राम नाम मन भाए रे।
मन की अयोध्या तब तक सुनी जब तक राम आए रे। श्री राम जय जय राम, राम जय जय राम। श्री राम जय जय राम, राम जय जय राम। राम नाम में गंगा बहते, राम नाम में यमुना बहते।
राम नाम में गंगा बहती, राम नाम में यमुना बहती।
राम नाम में गंगा बहते, राम नाम में यमुना बहते।
राम नाम में गंगा बहती, राम नाम में यमुना बहती।
पल पल सागर के लहरे राम के गीत सुनाते।
पल पल सागर की लहरे राम के गीत सुनाते।
करम का धागा मन का राम की माला बनाए रे।
करम का धागा मन का राम की माला बनाए रे।
मन की अयोध्या तब तक सुनी जब तक राम न आए रे। श्री राम जय जय राम, राम जय जय राम। श्री राम जय जय राम, राम जय जय राम। रघुकुल रीत सदा चली आए। प्राण जाए पर बचन न जाए। राम नाम से गंगा बहते, राम नाम से यमुना बहते।
राम नाम से गंगा बहती, राम नाम से सागर लहरे। राम नाम का उतन गुण गए, जितना ऊंचा राम नाम का उतन गुण गए। राम मिले तो जीवन जंगल मंगल सदा बनाए। राम मिले तो जीवन
sit quietly and feel the presence of God in our hearts. On hearing the most pleasing sound of the baby's cries, all the queens came in a hurry. Maidservants ran helter-skelter in great delight. All the people of the city were transported with joy. When the tidings of the birth of a son reached King Dashrath's ears, he was drowned, as it were, in the ecstasy of absorption into Brahma. With a mind saturated with the highest love, and with a body thrilling all over with joy, he sought to rise while attempting to recover his senses. The same Lord, whose very name brings blessings with it, even when it reaches one's ears, has arrived at my house, he said to himself, and the thought filled his mind with supreme joy. Sending for musicians, he said, "Play on your instruments." The preceptor Vashishta was also summoned, and he called at the palace door with a train of brahmanas. They all went and gazed upon the peerless babe, who was an embodiment of beauty and possessed excellences more than one could tell. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे भक्त जनों के संगत भक्त जनों के संगत क्षण में दूर करे ओम जय जगदीश हरे जो ध्यावे फल पावे दुख विनशे मन का स्वामी दुख विनशे मन का सुख संपत्ति घर पिता तुम मेरे, शरण गहो किसकी, स्वामी शरण गहो किसकी। तुम बिना आए न दूजा, तुम बिना आए न दूजा, आश करो जिसकी। ओम जय जगदीश हरे, तुम पूर्ण परमात्मा, तुम अंतर्यामी, स्वामी तुम अंतर्यामी। पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर, पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर, तुम सबके स्वामी। ओम जय जगदीश हरे, तुम मोना के सागर, तुम पालन करता, स्वामी तुम पालन करता। मैं सेवक तुम स्वामी, मैं सेवक तुम स्वामी, कृपा करो भरता। ओम जय जगदीश हरे, तुम हो एक अगोचर, सबके प्राणपति, स्वामी सबके प्राणपति। किस विध मिलो गया मैं, किस विध मिलो गया मैं, तुमको मैं सुमति। ओम जय जगदीश हरे, दीनबंधु दुख हरता, तुम रक्षक मेरे, स्वामी तुम रक्षक मेरे। करुणा हस्त बढ़ाओ, करुणा हस्त बढ़ाओ, शरण पड़ा तेरे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे, विषय विकार मिटाओ, पाप हरो देवा, स्वामी पाप हरो देवा। श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ, श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ, संतन की सेवा। ओम जय जगदीश हरे, ओम जय जगदीश हरे, स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे। भक्त जनों के संकट, भक्त जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे, ओम कर्पूर गौरम करुणावतारम, संसार सारम भुजगेन्द्रहारम, सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे, भवन् भवानी सहितं नमामि, भवन् भवानी सहितं नमामि। मङ्गलं भगवान् विष्णु, मङ्गलं गरुडध्वज, मङ्गलं पुण्डरीकाक्ष, मङ्गलाय तनोहरि। सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके, भवतु सर्वेषां शान्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामया सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ पूर्णमदा पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरि ॐ तत्सत् जय श्री गुरु महाराज की जय महामाई की जय स्वामी जी महाराज की जय गंगा मात की जय महावीर स्वामी जी की जय सर्व ऋषि मुनियों की जय पार्वती पतये हर हर महादेव की जय श्री सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय श्री अम्बे अम्बे मात